All right, early on, the Titans in the lead, but a lot can change here on the breaststroke as we saw before. This is a great event for Energy Standard, particularly with Ilya Shymanovich, who's about to swim the men's breaststroke. But first we take a look at this women's event, which features 4 swimmers that have won the events, and I still think we've been waiting to see Kelsey Wog from a season ago. Will we find her here? Because she has won this event 4 times. We got the rookie, Evgenia Chikunova, in lane number 4, who's won this event 3 times. It's really become her last time out in match number 8, behind Chikunova and Watanabe.
You know, I was talking to David Marsh, the head coach of the LA Current earlier, and he told me what's also very interesting is a lot of these teams are positioning themselves for the semifinals. Up there in 7 is Anderson, who's really been solid for DC all the way through. She's always kind of been in there one way or the other. You can put her in a lot of different events.
And Annie Laser starting to move up as well now for London in lane number 6.
Well, 2 of them we thought were going to be here. 1 we didn't, and that was Anderson. Now she's fallen off, but still going out there pretty quickly.
Chikunova, though, the rookie, goes 4 for 4 in her ISL debut. She remains unbeaten, and Anderson will wind up second. That's huge for DC.
That is her best time, and that is a world junior record. And you can see the emotions take over now. What a swim, 107.4, back in 110.1. That is just behind Lily King's 216.8 this year. What a swim for this youngster. She was born in 2004, 17 years old.
Crazy.
And that is the fastest anybody in history has ever been for the age of 18 and under. Yeah, James Gibson saying absolutely.
It's moved Energy into the lead with 53 points, and folks, they are not done.
She's been so good. Talk about versatility. It's really one stroke, but she can swim the 50 all the way to the 400, and she's done it, and she's won them all. That's how good Siobhan Hahi is. She can do it all for them.
McKeon's going to be in the battle for first, and 3/10 separating first from third, with actually McKeon hitting the wall first.
And Short's got a good view now of the 2 swimmers above her, and she's actually going to give Energy the lead now. 51.9 for Hemskirk. 52.3. That's much better for Freya Anderson. A lot better for her.
Second lead handed off to the anchor. Almost 2 seconds the advantage for Energy Standard.
Wow. Nobody's catching Energy. Sjostrom, by the way, was 51.9, so you've got 3 51 pluses. That should do the trick, and it did.
Energy, they are on a roll. Toronto will finish second, and London winds up third.
But boy, when it's all said and done, there are going to be a lot of points awarded to Energy Standard.
Points, so 38 points hauled in on that relay win.
I know a lot of the coaches have complained a little bit about the jackpots, but boy, when you win them,
in that moment, and they build on the lead. But
good start there in the middle for Sjostrom.
McKeon looks good up in lane number 6. But Sjostrom would be the first to flip with 25 meters to go. Wasik challenging against the sprint queen. McKeon making a late push, but no one's going to catch Sjostrom, who's going to get the win. She's won the 50 freestyle for the 11th time. And the roll continues for Energy Standard.
You know, I think sometimes for Sjostrom, she's almost better coming off an event. Now, 8 minutes, I'm not so sure, but good at those back-to-backs. All through her career, I've seen her with short turnaround, especially in this event. She's won this thing 10 times, well, now 11 times. And all of them have come off after the relays, and she's been on all those 400.
Energy Standard on a winning roll. First the relay, then the freeze, and
that record fall.
Saki was only 4/100ths of a second off of that world record a year ago. It seemed like he just was throwing darts at it the whole season.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, I definitely think both the ISL and world record are going down at some point this year. Will it be Shymanovich? Could it be Silva?
It was one of only 4 swimmers in the league that have gotten under 26 seconds.
Two-lap breaststroke. No doubt all eyes on.
He'll be the one to watch in the middle in lane number 4. Felipe Francosilvi's up in lane number 7. This is one where Shymanovich is coming for your points, folks, so you better swim quick.
Yeah.
Or Shymanovich is going to snatch him away, and they're going to go to Energy Standard.
Oh, boy.
Look at all the red. Shymanovich, he's coming for your points, folks. And 1-2 for Energy Standard. And Shymanovich says, come on, I want your points. He'll take 19.
He's back. This is going to be one heck of a race. Shymanovich, it never was close, Bernie. It was a great turn right there. He finished with that full stroke with a lot of momentum coming off the wall. The red started popping up at the 25 mark.
So come on, Petey, we need you back, said the roar. We've got all but one of the teams that are automatically going to move on at the moment, Rowdy. But as you mentioned, they're battling for seeding right now, and London is hoping that Atkinson can pull through in a big way, because London has been top 2 in every match, but man, they are in a battle here with DC, Toronto, and Energy Standard. Atkinson looks good though. She looked at Shymanovich. She said, Shymanovich will nab him. I'm going to take him back for London. Look at Atkinson get the win. How big of a jackpot will this be for London? 19 points scored by the Roar.
And when you think about what Atkinson can provide, London doing the job there, 29-4. She's the only swimmer to break 30.
And she matches her total of a 19-point jackpot.
You're right about that, Bernie. Highest rated event today. 32,000 plus on this one event alone. And as you mentioned, 4 different winners. 17 times those 4 winners have won this event. 17 times. That's one of the reasons for this really high rating.
We got 4 swimmers rated in the top 7 of this event, including the ISL's top-rated swimmer, and Guilherme Guido, who will be in lane number 6. He's won this event 9 times, and folks, just like Shymanovich earlier, he can come for your points in a big way. We've seen him with a 19-point jackpot.
Shane Ryan's won 6 times. I don't think there's going to be too much jackpotting at the top, but the bottom 2 or 3, you're right. Those points, they're coming for it, and it's less than a second. 0.9 for jackpotting here. And it's hard to believe we didn't even talk about the Olympic champion, Relov, in lane number 4.
And Relov up to a really good start, but look at Guido and look at the turnover, folks. Look at the red. Guido's on a whole nother level, folks.
It's going to be quick, that's for sure.
Guido's coming for your points. He gets the win for London at 22-7. Just 3/10 off the ISL record.
Wow.
And a 19-point jackpot hauled in by London.
The prediction was 20 points. London scores 19. That's exactly what they needed as we start to wind up this day. Big victory in the men's 400 freestyle. Have a little separation now between DC and Toronto. They go to Atkinson, who won the 50. McKeon, just the best female swimmer in the world today. With Butterfly and Freya Anderson.
Toronto's got a good team down in Lane World, but it seems like breaststroke is going to be their big question mark.
Well, Stanza there did finish third in the 50 breaststroke, so she's got the speed. And then you're right, Bernie, they have Hansen and Watson. DC's second relay is running 7th. That's not going to help their cause.
All right, Toronto in the lead, 4/10 in front of DC, and this is the leg. The Titans hope that they can stay within the picture because Alia Atkinson is trying to move London up. Chikunova trying to move Energy Standard into the picture.
And they go into McKeon, Emma McKeon. London looking really good now, but you have to look at their second relay. And their second relay is running 4th right now, so London in really good position. Again, it's the combination of the 2 relays. And look at their second relay, way back there in 8th. If London can hang in there for first, or even if it's 2nd and 5th, Bernie, they will score more points, unless the jackpot works in there somehow. But they're jackpotting their own team.
Good to try to catch up.
Here she comes, though, and the Energy is running 5th right now, so if they could win this and get 5th, this is a huge last 25.
Anderson trying to hold off Sarah Sjostrom, who made a push, and Anderson will hold her off as London gets the win.
Now I think London will end up with 1st and 6th versus 2nd and 5th for Energy, choosing the skins, especially because they ended up jackpotting.
They jackpotted the 8th relay.
Yeah, so
20 points.
Yeah, they do
plus
it.
26 points scored by London.
Oh,
to the 22 points by Energy Standard. So
because they inch up a little bit. It's not a runaway quite yet. But again, you start to look at the second relays. And both teams have very good, quote-unquote, B relays. Guido beat Reloff on the 100 backstroke. So only by a couple tenths, but they were a couple tenths down, and watch what the lead will be after this event. After this race, this is second 100, Bernie.
And you're giving it up to Chad Leclerc and Manadou.
Wow. Holy smoke.
Lead of over 2 seconds in the red, lighten up.
55-3 for Shymanovich. Ross Murdoch was solid, 57-6. But look at the second relays. Chalmers going butterfly, moving up a little bit. But Manadou now goes for Energy. And remember, Manadou almost got chased down the other day by Chalmers. Look at these other relays that London and Energy have. They're running 1st and 2nd, but their other relays are way back there in 6th and 7th. So Energy's gonna get it. They're gonna be 1st and 6th, so they're gonna end up picking the skins.
Manadou holds on. Energy gets the win. And the only unbeaten team in ISL 2021. earning 24 points on this relay win, putting themselves in a good spot for going 4 for 4 on the win column here in the regular season.
Great split on the right for Dylan Carter. He's 46 flat again. Zach Apple did a great job. Solid relays. They will outscore London.